screen. You can see, right?
Can.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can see clearly or not, because if you're using the mobile, it's kind of small for you. But no worry, yeah, just let me give you a brief overview of what this platform can do and how it can help you to achieve more sales. So why I say so? Because this platform, okay, let's talk about the data that we have here. So we have about 7 million of transaction data coming from
Darren, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. Before we start, can you record this, or is it possible to record? So that I can forward to others?
Can, why not?
Okay, all right. So later you give me the recorded version that I can forward to others also lah. Easier.
Yep.
So I going to mute my speaker so you can proceed. If any question, I will unmute back again.
Okay. All right, so the recording has started. Yeah, you all still see my screen, right? Okay. Yeah. Let me just repeat what I mentioned just now. So we have about 7 million of transacted data, which we acquire from the NAPIC or the JBPH, right? So it's the official government data. And if you're wondering, we have more than 30 years kinds of data in the platform. All right, so you can check like back in year 2000, 1995, those data we also have. Okay, so other than transited data, we also have the rental data. Right, so rental data also coming from the JBPH. Right, so how this kind of data can help you? Basically, if let's say you're doing some sales, right? So you want to become, okay, so let's say you want to enter a new territory that you are not familiar with, right? So let's say, for example, Mont Kiara is a new area for you, and then you would like to expand your portfolio. You want to actually enter into this new territory. Yeah, but you don't.
Sorry, Darren, to interrupt. Okay, can you explain also to benefit to the project team also? Because we are team leader, we have an agent that doing a sub-sale and doing a project.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Now it's a team leader, right?
Can, no problem. So for project team, you can also sort of understand how this market trend in a specific location that you're selling. Yeah, because this data can benefit both sub-sale and project team members. All right, but let me explain a bit on the neighborhood that you're not familiar with, and then you want to actually enter to this territory, right? So our platform can actually allows you to sort of become a neighborhood expert in an instance. So why did I say so? Because we have these very professional kind of report that you can actually generate, print out, and then send to the seller who want to sell the property, for example, right? So let's say you have a seller who wants to sell the property in Mont Kiara, all right? He has a property in sunny Mont Kiara, for example, right? So just now I have did a search on this screen. So immediately the system will show you what is the median price trend, yeah, as you can see from here. And then what is the property size versus the price analysis, and the historical transacted records. Yeah, so immediately, if you send this information to your seller who want to sell their unit, right, you will actually blow his mind, because you're giving him a lot of information about the location about the study Mont Kiara, right? The historical transaction price, what is the current median price now, And then, yeah, so you can give him some sort of the confidence, right? Because when you have this report, they actually makes you become a trusted advisor to the seller, right? Because you have all this information that can help them to make an informed decision, put it this way, right? So that they won't sell their unit under the market value or above market value, because these are the median price that is based on the historical transacted data. So as you can see here, you also can find out about the snapshot of what are the transacted records in Sterling Kiara, right? So our records, our data here, right, can be as updated as the past 2 months, meaning now is almost December. Okay, now it's December already. Yeah, so our data can be updated until like September or October. So our data is very, very updated. We acquire the data from JPPH on a monthly basis, right? So yeah, we want to make sure that our subscriber can have the latest data so that you guys can actually give the latest information to your buyer or to your seller. Yeah, so that is very important, right? Okay, I think I have someone in the lobby. Yeah, so far, any question? Oh, let me show you how to download the report. Just click on the download button. Then you can send this report to your seller right away. Yeah. You can see there are a lot of transfer data here. So far, so good. Can I move on?
Okay, good.
Right.
Yeah.
So next, I want to share with you that we have an advanced filter that can actually help you to find out who are the owner, who are all the seller for each of the transaction data. Right. So advanced filter is here. Right. So for example, just now I show you the Sterling Kiara, right? Then I go back to this location or to this project again to actually to find out who are the owners in this location, right? Then I'm just do a search. Here you go. You still see the transaction data, but if you move to the right, you get to know who are the buyer and who are the seller, right? So here immediately, you can actually find your seller database because these are your potential seller because they own all this. So they are the owner in this location, right? You can as well download this report and to do your further analysis, right? Yeah, so because we have the owner and the seller's data over here, we can also help you to understand how many properties that they own. All right. So for example, I want to show you one very famous, our Sultan, yeah, which is, let me show you, Sultan Ibrahim. So I can do this kind of search. to find out how many properties that our student has. Yeah, I just do a search. And immediately the system will show all the properties that are under his name. Yeah. Right. Mm. Yeah. Is there any question from the floor?
Okay, for the data, right? For the system, right? Can they extract also the, for example, email or contact number of the buyer or the owner?
No, because we are PDPA compliant, so we are not able to provide email or the contact number. So we are just able to give you the name and yeah, just the name.
How about the new VP project, new VP apa ni? Unit? Can you extract also?
New VP unit, okay, put it this way, because the transmitted data, right, in the JPPH, will be only appear in the system once they got the title. Yeah. So meaning those new project, if they don't have the title yet, JPPH won't be able to upload those data. So most of the data that we have is already done the MOU, MOT, sorry, the MOT, yeah, and then with the title already obtained. So new project most likely will be in the system after 3 years or so, once they have the title obtained. Yeah, but for those new sales, new primary sales, if they have a change of owner, even though they don't have the title, right? If they have a change owner, yes, those data will be captured in the JPPH. Yeah, then we also can capture from here as well. Yeah, so you will find that sometimes certain new project, yeah, even though they don't have the title, but they have data in here, is because they have a change of owner.
So it means that you only depend on the JPPH data. Is there any sources, other sources like
Correct.
TMB? So you don't depend on the TMB.
We don't depend on TMB data.
I see.
Yeah, we only rely on the official source from the JPPH. All right.
Okay, good.
Okay, next, why not we move on to the rental data? So as I mentioned just now, rental data also coming from the JPPH. Yeah. Let me show you how it look like. Yeah, so these are the rental data. So you get to see when is a rental start date, end date, yeah, and then when they sign the agreement. Oh, can you see my screen? Yeah,
Yes,
so the
yes,
rent, yeah, so
can
rental
see.
start date, yeah, start date, end date, and when they sign agreement, and then the location of the rental. And of course, we also able to find, to show you the tenant and who are the landlords, right? So I believe here are also a very good source for you to find the buyer, because those tenants are the potential buyer eventually. All right, after they rent for like a few years, they might want to purchase a property. So these are a very good source of the buyers database, right? Similarly, the landlord, you can also convince them to sell off their property instead of continue renting, right? So let me give you an example how you can do the search here. I go to KL. Let's say I want to search location in KLCC now, for example, yeah. I want to search the commercial property. So these are the data that we have. Sorry. Yeah. Then you can actually search for those potential tenant or the buyer here, right? And then because, yeah, you can actually find out about the rental fees per month. What is the rental area in the square feet? And the rental price per square feet, the PSF, right? So here also we help you to understand, yeah, if you do a lot of rental or commercial especially, then you can actually find out when the agreement is going to expire, right? So that you can propose a new location, right? But yeah, so this is how you can utilize the rental data. You can also download it, right? So you look like this, yeah. Right, but of course, we have a filter that can actually help you to check the rental expiry. So the rental expiry look like this. It gives you a very user-friendly kind of filter. So you can actually find out those those rental that expire in 3 months, 2 months, or 1 month. But I want to extend the search to maybe 6 months. All right. Then this is the result that you're getting. So it will show you those property expire in 1 month. We have so many in the list. Of course, here I haven't filtered the location. So if let's say I want to filter for Selangor, Petaling. So in terms of city, let's say I want to see Petaling Jaya lah. And I want to specify the building type. Let's say I want to office lot, yeah. So we have about 100 over results. Yeah. So these are the data that you are getting from this rental expiry. You are able to get, similarly, you were able to find out the tenant name and also the landlord. Yeah. It's very similar to the screen that I showed you just now. It's just that here it gives you a filter to expire to filter those rental expiring in 1 to 6 months.
Hi Darren.
Yes.
I think this data is good, but the problem is, as you mentioned just now, we unable to, to have the contact number, the emails, right? So it's more like doing analysis. I think this is more suitable for doing analysis, in terms of knowing what are the rental rates and then the transacted price. But at the end of the day, if you have all this data, like like you're saying that we know who are the landlord, who are the tenant, right? But we can't go to the next step. You know, we still have to find another ways how to get those contacts. Then only we are able to you know to benefit from this data.
Yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from. We have, okay, I have pitched to many other agencies. They actually have their own way to actually find the contact number by doing some data matching. I think you also, I mean, they have this kind of master list where they can actually match the buyer information, right?
Yes.
So they will use our owner seller kind of name to match with the data, the master list, so-called that they have. So that is one way that they can actually move to the next step, like match the data. I mean, match the owner's name and then get the contact number.
Yes.
Right. So it will give them a more solid kind of how to say, instead of, because the master listing don't show you what property that they own, right? So here, yeah, you're able to check, you're able to have a good overview of your buyer profile or seller profile, right? So I believe that is one way that they can be beneficial from this platform. Yeah, but of course, if you're doing commercial kind of properties, right, you are actually getting the tenant name. I mean, their company name, right? So yeah, I think you can just go and Google, like, these iconic concepts. You just Google, you can actually get their general hotline or general line, and then you can further go and find out who is the person in charge to do the rental and stuff like that. Yeah, so for commercial is actually easier for you to get their contact, because mostly are rented using the company name, which you can actually Google off easily. Yeah. So for individual, yeah, it's a bit tough that you need to use the master list kind of method. Yeah, but I think the expiry rental date and also the monthly rental can give you some very good insight, yeah, of when you're going to approach them, right? And then what kind of a rental that they are expected, yeah. And then what kind of size that they are looking at. I mean, if they want to renew the contract, if you want to propose a new location, yeah. So I think it is what it is. I think this is how we can actually present to you from the data that we have, regardless of without the email or the phone number. Yeah, because we are PDPA compliant. All right. Yeah, I think this filter is quite good. Yeah, so that you don't have to search like blindly. Here, we give you a very quick kind of snapshot. And then to target those people who have their leasing end soon, real soon. Right?
All right, understand. So I think the industry also using the making data also lah, because I asked a few of my friends that already have a system. They do a making data to get the owner.
Exactly. Yeah, that is how they do it. Yeah, because yeah, in over here you have different kind of building type, right? Not only commercial, residential. We also have those like industrial kind of data. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. Yeah, I think I have shared about the translated data and how you can use the report to actually to impress your seller, for example, right? And then I also show you the advanced filter that you can actually retrieve all the owner's name or the seller's name in the advanced filter. And then rental data, yeah, you can check when the tenure, the landlord, the tenant, and then what is the size that they are renting, what is the price that they are renting now. Yeah, and then this expiring filter is a very quick, you know, it gives you a very quick kind of outlook of those property going to expire soon. Right, then next, I want to share with you is the mapping system. Right, so mapping system is very helpful if...
Sorry, Darren.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you do a... Sorry, Darren. Can you do a demo for the Elmina commercial? I just want to see the Elmina commercial.
In terms of the transited data or the rental data?
Transited data.
Transited data, yeah, I can.
Can you show me?
Yep. Elmina. Yeah, Far East. Which part of Elmina? Yeah.
There is a new project called Temu.
New project.
Called Temu.
I'm not sure if we have the new project kind of data because, as I mentioned just now,
I understand. Because
they don't have.
Don't have, man.
Because what we have is those already have a title, and then yeah, then only the GBH will upload the data. So if there's no title given yet, so we won't be able to capture those data. But I can show you what are the existing data that we have in Elmina.
Okay.
You are looking at industrial, right?
In commercial.
Or commercial. Maybe west lah. Yeah.
It's supposed to be east. Yeah, it's supposed to be east.
Oh, east, yeah?
Elmina
Okay.
east.
Commercial, let's see. So mostly are terrace shops. There are also some vacant land. So
terrace
shop. So these are the terrace shop. Wait. Are you seeing my? Wait, I think my screen. I think the screen freeze.
Because I understand from other agent, they use some system lah to get the on the numbers. So they do matching data, so they get the numbers. So I'm not sure whether this is the system that they mentioned or other system.
Should be this one because we have the owner data. Yeah.
Yeah, Serena, correct. Serena. Can you scroll down? I cannot see the.
Are you seeing my screen which showing the translated data?
I only see top part only, not the search result.
This is weird because I'm showing you the transfer data, but I think my internet got some disruption. Can you see now?
Now I can see.
Okay, maybe I move it to the right, to the left. It has some, it's a bit lag from my side. So sorry.
Jalan
Now
Esrina.
okay.
Yeah, correct lah. Jalan Esrina. Yeah. So that's the thing lah I want to add. So actually, this one actually is just newly get VP. So the other agent also do. The other agent also told me that they do a matching data lah. So that's how they get the numbers lah. So just for others information only lah. Okay.
Yep.
So I think some of the new launching also you can get the data already, especially for the landed property.
Yep. Landed properties most likely we have.
Yeah. Because if
for those primary, because the title will be issued very quickly, right? Because those are the individual title, right?
Yes. Yep. Unless the condo maybe some delay.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at actually. The system that I'm looking at. So okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
All right.
Yeah. Then maybe we move to the mapping system.
All right.
Do you just wondering, do you guys also do land deals, land transactions?
Yes.
So this will be very helpful. Because we are able to show you those land transactions or those vacant land with the ownership information. Maybe you let me know which part of the area that you want to check on the land transactions or the vacant land. I can just do a search here.
Abang Yus, any update on this? Any expert ni? Cik Wafa is a land expert lah. So maybe Abang Yus kan?
Serenia City.
Serenia City also can.
Which
Jik,
one?
any comment Jik? Oh, Jik dah left lah. Jik ni. Okay. Abang Yus ada any part that you want to...
Serenia City also can? Any one lah? Any?
Cipta, okay. Good Cipta lah.
Cipta good Cipta.
So, okay, on my right here, I have the map layers. So I can just use the Google satellite to show the overview. Yeah. Then I zoom out to get a wider kind of view. Now I have understand, okay, so we have some industrial or some landed over here, some vacant land over here. Let me just disable the satellite and open the waste map. Okay. And then I can also enable the zoning. Yeah, so that you can identify what are the land use. Okay, so the zoning here, we are following the Japan kind of zoning. So if you want to find out more about the zoning, so we have the legend over here. So you can check what is it all about. Yeah. So this is the zoning. Then we can show you the vacant land. Yeah, this is the most important one. So those highlighted in blue are the vacant land or undeveloped land, right? And this kind of color, I mean, this green color is actually the Malay Reserve land. Yeah. So what I want to show you here, right, is that we also have the ownership data So how do we do it? We just try to enable the ownership here. Of course, we don't have every ownership data in this map. So those highlighted in this green color, yes, we do have the ownership data. So what are the information that you can provide? It looks like this. We have the certificate plan, and then we have the size, and then and then the purchase date, right? This is back in 2007. And then the title number, title type, and of course, yeah, the owner and the seller. So the +3 means it is a joint owner, right? And then the address. But you see, if the price is 0, it means they just do some transfer or just kasih sayang case without the pricing. Then we look at another one here.
If standard using the Japan punya website, you cannot see that, right? The owner and the seller and the price. You can only see the owner. You cannot see the. Sorry, you can see the.
You can, I
see the
think you
right
can
owner.
see the lot number saja, I think.
Road number saja kan. Road number saja kan.
Lot number and also the size.
Yeah, then we
you
need
can't
to do a land search again.
Yes.
So,
So here, yeah, it's actually allow you to do some research on the land without going to the land office. Of course, we don't have all, yeah. Those we have, then you see here. I think
Darren, is it possible that those which is not highlighted in green, right, is still vacant?
It's still what, sorry?
Is it possible that those plots which is not highlighted in green, is it still vacant? Is it possible? Or this system already like confirmly categorize those in green color is a vacant land, and then those in bluish color is all meaning occupied?
Put it this way, right? We don't have those land transaction data.
Oh, okay.
It's not that they are still vacant or not, but in order to verify whether this vacant land is under which land use, right? So we need to use the land info, the land use classification. So let me just enable it. Yeah, we need to play with the map layers in order to get more info. So apparently this one is industrial, but it's abandoned. Yeah, some. But what I can say is mostly of the vacant land is still, it's still vacant from what I see here. But if you want to see more clearly, of course, you can always refer to the, what do you call that, the Google satellite image. Yeah, to verify those data. So this lot, sorry, this one is transacted 15 million, owner and seller. The owner is Julius Damai. So this one was development land. Yep. And of course, the ownership data not only for the vacant land. Yeah, we also have those like, you see those landed properties. You can also find the ownership data. Yeah. You see this one is a 2-story high cost semi-D. And then you get to see who are the owner or the seller. Yeah, so you have actually a lot of vacant land in this Sardinia city. But of course, the moment we got the, what do you call that, the transmitted data for this vacant land, yeah, we will eventually upload in the system. Yeah. Because we update our mapping system like on a monthly basis as well. Yeah, depends of the data that we capture, right? Okay. So let's say just now I think Vice mentioned you also need to benefits those who do projects, right? Yeah, we have a function which is called the new development, which can help you to find out what are the upcoming projects in this particular area.
Oh.
So I enable this future development layer. Then you get to see, okay, there's so many development in this area. Those highlighted in green, yeah? So these are the new development. So it have some, I can say that it has some overlap with the vacant land. Let me see. There is some overlapping. So they are vacant, but they already have some proposed development there. Why? While waiting, yeah. Okay, my internet is kind of stuck here. Still loading. So sorry, yeah. Let me just restart again.
I think this one is a big land. How about the bungalow land? Is it anything that this system can help the agent to get to know the owner, or the industrial land, small plot land?
You want to find out about the small plot of land, and then
I give
you
you
want to
example
see.
lah. Okay.
Yep.
Jalan Menara Bukit Jelutong. Can you zoom in? Because I think it's much more beneficial to the agent for those who doing, I think, order sub-sale lah. Okay. They do apa ni cakap a small piece of land lah, easier for them to sell. So it's going to benefit to us also lah. Because big deal ni sometimes is only benefit to those
developers,
big agent
right?
lah.
Correct. Yeah, let me use my new. Okay, we also have a what do you call that? we have a new mapping system actually, but it's still in the beta, right? Let me show you. So the beta version, currently we have the central region, Johor, Malacca, and also Pulau Pinang. Let me show you how it looks like. So this new system will have better performance, as in, yeah, if, let's say, just now you mentioned which area again? Bukit Jelutong.
Bukit Jelutong, Jalan Menara.
Okay. Bukit Jelutong. Why is it not moving? Bukit Jelutong. Let me see what's wrong with my. Yeah, maybe we come here first. So we go to Bukit Jelutong first before we jump into the
Jalan
area
Menara.
that you mentioned. Jalan Menara, right? Oh, it's not moving.
Abayu saya nak tengok apa-apa ke? Yang mana yang agent biasa buat ke? So that kita boleh more understand lah how the system can benefit to us.
The Bukit Jelutong in which part? Wait, let me see.
Jalan Menara?
Taman. Oh, okay. Is my spelling correct? Because they bring me to
Jelutong, correct?
Penang.
Penang also ada. Penang.
Oh, this one Petaling Selangor, right?
Can you click?
Yep.
It's supposed to be Shah Alam.
Oh, Shah Alam.
So,
Okay, is this correct, the location?
bukan. No.
Not this one.
Not this
Jalan
one.
Meba. Oh, not this location. Totally
Not this
out.
location. Totally different.
Bukit Jelutong again. How come? Let me see how many more I have.
Choose SK Bukit Jelutong also can. You can use
SK.
SK. Yes. This part, this area.
No, this area.
You
So
go to
you are
Jalan
looking
Menara.
Jalan Menara. Oh, tak ada.
Tak ada. Okay.
Maybe we can move along. Do you know which part?
Okay, now you are in the Jalan Serambi, very nearby already.
Very nearby.
Jalan
Should I move to the
Serambi,
left?
Jalan Mimba, to the
Should I
left.
move to the left,
Left.
yeah?
Jalan, okay, near to the Jalan Bidai already. Down a bit, bawah lagi.
Down a bit.
This part. Water.
Jalan. Oh, Menara is here. Yeah, it's here.
So can you use apa ni? Take one unit maybe.
Okay, let
check.
me Yep. Let me enable the land use. Ownership. But at the same time, I want to identify which part of the area is undeveloped. Oh, this is future development. Landed. Okay, let me see. Undeveloped land is all over here. But somehow I don't have the ownership data. Let me check it. So this is one of the ownership data that I have.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I also have, okay, this is like 0.1 acre. And this one as well.
All right. I think this one Jalan Kota is SMED already. You go to Jalan Menara. Lagi bawah lagi, sikit lagi. Sini. I want to see this. Oh, this one. Okay.
This is Jalan Mihrab.
Apa? Jalan Mirak also okay.
Also okay.
Jalan Mirak also okay. So I can see a few of my client already appear the name inside already.
Yeah. Detached house plot. Oh, yeah. Apparently we have a lot.
So this one, I think most of the agent will use. If we use the big land, maybe some agent don't know how to benefit of this system lah.
Yeah. So apparently we have a lot of this kind of the land data with the owner names on it.
Yeah.
These are all development land. Belum built lagi. Is it?
Belum lagi, dia bungalow lot saja.
Wow, so all already, I mean, all got owners already.
All got owners already. Some already developed, some not yet.
I see.
It's a bungalow land.
Oh, we have a lot of data over here. Surprisingly. All right, I think these are some very helpful information for your agent, right? That's why the mapping system, to find about the owner data, and pretty much this is the one of the main usage for agents to use the mapping. Right, they can identify the location, they can find out about the cadastral, and even zoning. Yeah. Of course, if they do this, so they can filter which part of the area is industrial or unclassified. But of course, the new map, I mean, for this ArcGIS map, you have more, what do you call it, the base map, you can use hybrid. Yeah. If not, you can use back the gray one or OpenStreetMap. Okay. So, so far so good. I think.
So far so good. I think this is something that I'm looking at lah. Maybe
Alright.
there is some like I don't have numbers, owner numbers, that one is under PDPA, I understand lah. But at least something that I'm looking at lah, and benefit to
Understood.
day-to-day agent punya ni lah, business lah.
Yep. That's why we are getting a lot of inquiries from other agencies. Yeah. People like, okay, so far on board with us, of course, the Keller Williams, IQI, you know, and then ESP was the latest one. Yeah. And yeah, we have big size agency, small size, medium size. Yeah, so we are trying to, yep. So we are getting a lot of agents because they see the value of this system. Yeah, it definitely helped them to cut down their travel time because they can do a lot of research on here first. All right.
Yep.
It saved them a lot of time because time also money. Correct.
Correct.
Yep. Yeah. So Faiz, so what is the next step from here? Do you
I need to discuss with the management lah on this. Okay. So at least I know how the system help agent day to day. So I need to at least talk to the management lah. See whether they can accept or not lah. So Abang Yus, any update? Is it something that help your agent also on day to day?
Okay.
Right.
Okay lah.
So I think this tool is a very powerful tool. I think most of the senior agent will use it. So no wonder they get all the data very easily. Because otherwise we need to get one owner also. We need to go a few place. We need to do a land search, and we need to do a online search, and then land search. A lot of things need to do. So now at least a little bit I understand lah.
Yep.
Okay. Need your help also, Darren. Can you send me a report for the Emina West commercial because I need to compare it whether is it same or not. Is something that I'm looking at or not.
Emina West.
Emina West just now you show me.
Just now was Emina East.
Emina East. Emina East commercial and industrial. So two lah, commercial and industrial. So you send to me because I need to check whether this is something that I'm looking at or not. I believe that one is a new data because of I can see the Jalan Eserinia is something new. So if let's say it's something new, then it's going to be very, very good benefit to the agent lah. Alright. So you just send me to these two lah. So the rest I don't have any question anymore lah. Ji ada apa-apa question ke Ji? Ji tak ada sudah. Okay.
Ada tu, dia senyap
Memanglah. Dia kira duit, commission banyak.
Oh, tu lah.
Faiz, you want the duration of your report from which date to which date?
Which date to which date? I think that one is in 1 year punya report lah. It's easy because I think all new. That place is very new. So it does. I don't think that it's going to be no more than 2 years. So maybe you can get a report for 2 years.
2 years data, yeah.
2 years data.
Okay.
For the transfer and for the rent also lah.
So if I put in commercial industrial, will be enough, right?
Yep. Okay. So you just send to me lah. I check first. I study first whether it's something that I'm looking at or not, or something like that lah. It should be lah. It should be because of I can see the Jalan Eserinia, Jalan tu is something new. So that is I'm looking at. So if that the system can capture the new VP one, so it's very, very great. Okay, I know, I understand on the PDPA we need to do a data matching and all thing lah. Alright.
Yep. Okay.
So
Alright.
that's the thing lah.
The next step will be need to talk to your management
Yes,
And
next Monday. Every Monday we have a meeting. So unfortunately this week PM say apa ni holiday kan.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
public holiday. So next week
Darren, sorry. What
Hmm.
was the price again? Sorry.
The price.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The price will be vary if you have a bulk of users compared to the standard 10 users, right? So for 10 users, right? If you're looking at the transaction data, rental data, together with a mapping, right? It will cost you 300 per month per agent.
Okay, for 10 users.
For 10 users. If you
Okay.
have like 50 users, like the cost will be reduced to like 100 and about 200. So you save 100 ringgit per month if you have 50 users joining to the package.
I thought that 20 users 200.
20, yeah, we don't have 20 users package.
Oh, 50
Yeah, so 10,
Banyak ni nak cari.
50, yeah.
Banyak
It
tu.
can be
But
it can be with other agency also, right? Or need to be one agency only?
It depends. If you want to join your other agency, we also need to match with the module that they are looking at. Yeah, because some they only want transitor data without the mapping, right? Then we cannot join because if you want to have the mapping as well, then we need to match with those agencies who want these two modules. Yeah.
If transaction data only, how much? Without
If-
mapping.
Without mapping, for 10 users is about 150.
150 lah, something that workable lah.
150 per month
Okay.
for each, yeah. So that was
Alright.
for 10 users lah. So yeah, so if you manage to get 50, that will save you a lot eventually. But I can check if you, yeah, you try to, let's say, we can actually arrange another session that can get as much of your agent as possible. Then we do how to call that? Try to get them to buy in. Then we try to see how many agents can we sign up on that day, and then we see how we can propose the package. If let's say you have 25 users maximum, then we see how we can propose you a 25 user package.
Okay. So if
Something like that.
if let's say we decided for example 25 users, so the invoice is going to be like for the 25 or for only for 1% only? Because I'm afraid that later on, if let's say one of them suddenly cancel, then how is it?
Okay. This one, the bill will go to the agencies.
Okay.
Yeah. So the agency will deal with Property Guru.
Not the
Meaning-
individual lah. Cannot be
not the-
individual.
Yeah, it cannot be individual. So meaning agent need to pay to the agencies, and then yeah, we deal with the agency directly.
Alright.
It's a B2B kind of subscription. It's not B2C kind of transaction.
Understand.
Yep. Yeah. So if you can't get 50, but at least 25, I can still work out something for 25 users.
Okay.
Minimum contract will be like 1 year or monthly basis?
It's 1 year.
1 year, okay.
It's 1 year. I think 1 year sekejap saja.
Yalah.
Yeah. So if you can commit to 2 years, even better. Yeah, I can even get some better price for 2 years kind of package. But you don't pay 2 years upfront. You feel what I mean? Wow, it's going to rain. It's going to rain soon. Okay, put it this way. Why we are suggesting 2 years? Because if let's say next year we increase price, or 2 years later we increase price, you won't be affected by the price increase. You still enjoy the discount that you are having. Yeah. So we want to help you to save more. If let's say there's an increased price, you still enjoy the discount that you have signed that 2 years ago. Yeah, something like that. Right. But you don't pay 2 years upfront. Yeah. So meaning, if let's say you sign 2 years next month, okay, you only pay for 1 year first. So second year, before, I mean, by next year, December, right? So it's 1 year, right? Then you pay for the second year. Upon your first year expiry, then only you pay the second year. So that is how the 2 year contract works. But
Sorry,
the
payment is monthly or lump sum for 1 year? Sorry.
Okay, so the payment is for 1 year.
Lump sum.
Lump sum, yep.
Oh.
So that's why we encourage you collect the payment from the agents, then you pay to agencies so that they, yeah. But 1 year, okay, even though you sign 2 year contract, but you pay 1 year first. Something like that.
All right.
Right, because yeah, it's very difficult for the agency to collect money monthly from the agents, because they also don't want later halfway the agent left, then who is going to continue the payment? So we try to cut down all these kind of hassles. Right.
Understand, because this one is not everyday usage only. Sometime only we use it.
Yeah, understand.
Okay. All right, understand. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Faiz, so appreciate that you can talk to your bosses.
All right. Can.
So you say next Monday, right?
Next Monday, yes.
You were having a meeting. So yeah, maybe on Monday or Tuesday itself, you let me know what is the next step. Then we can try to arrange maybe a demo in your office.
All right.
So that you can bring as much as agent possible to experience this platform, to give them, I mean, yeah, to actually wow them that this can actually help them in terms of achieving more sales or more efficient in terms of their day-to-day operation.
Okay.
Okay.
Understand.
All right.
All right.
So
okay, thank you very much.
Let's wrap up this session. Yeah. Thank you, Faiz.
All right,
thank you, Yus and Jake.
Send me the recording recording version.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Sure. Thank you. Bye.